Yo, it's from Marcus Amorsini back with another video, and today we are doing a ranking every sniper rifle in CODM history video. And this will be all 13 sniper rifles, how good they've been in MP, how good they've been in zombies, how long were they the meta, are they still good, like where's the gun sit out overall through the entire life cycle of the game. So without further ado, let's hop into number 13. We have the M21 EBR, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, because this thing sucked the entire life cycle, really. There's been short periods in MP and BR where it's been slightly more viable. More specifically, BR, I think it was actually solid for a bit there. But for the most part, this thing is semi-auto. Pretty decent sized magazine, but a little bit too much recoil and the damage of a very, very weak sniper rifle, which it is. So this thing pretty much irrelevant for most of the life cycle and deserves the number 13 spot. Coming in number 12, we have the XPR50, to also the surprise of nobody, hopefully. I know this got a buff a while back and it actually became relatively useful, but it sucked for almost the entire life cycle and was worse than the EBR, especially from launch for like the first 2 years. This thing was god awful. I used to use this just to troll, because it was like a trolly gun. Like if you were using this in ranked, you weren't taking it serious because this thing sucked. Same thing in BR, but it's never really been good in BR at all, to be honest with you. Like even the EBR would be better because the recoil isn't as bad. Coming in number 11, the one gun everybody should hate, and if you don't hate, you're a loser. The NA45, I don't really have anything else to say. You guys know why it's here. It did have a super strong peak, but it still sucks. Number 10, ZRG 20mm. I do really enjoy this thing. This is the one thing, like in zombies, by the way, the ZRG is the best gun for zombies. Like it is awesome. It's so strong. Outside of that, it's pretty bad in MP and BR compared to just all the other options, but it's not necessarily a bad gun. Number 9, the right tech, as you see here. I wanted to put this higher, but I just couldn't put it any higher. Hailing from Modern Warfare 2019 on console, simply not good enough to compete with a lot of these other sniper rifles. But it is one of my favorites, and this is where the list starts to get like, hey, these guns aren't actually bad. These are just like not as good as the rest of those ones that we're going to have up here. And the Rytec being one of those, it aims on sight fairly fast. It's not bolt action, like you can just fire shot after shot, but it does have very high recoil. So getting off those second shots on target can be pretty difficult, and it's coming in at the number 9 spot. Number 8 goes to the Outlaw, coming from Black Ops 4. I love the Outlaw, personal fan favorite of mine, or whatever, personal favorite, whatever. You get the point. Aims on sight super fast. It's a revolving sniper rifle. Pretty decent one-shot kill potential, but it is kind of weak compared to a lot of those snipers. It's great for quick scoping, and if you can be accurate, this thing can be awesome. The problem is a lot of us aren't very accurate, so it can be very difficult to use. But I love using this thing, pulling it out. It's very nostalgic. It's my favorite sniper rifle, second favorite sniper rifle in BO4, and definitely a lot of fun. Deserves the 8 spot. Coming in number 7, another BO4 sniper rifle, the Koshka. Also kind of is it a revolver? I don't know which way to call it, but it's got like a revolver on it, so I'm going to call it another revolving sniper. Koshka, pretty good. This has had higher peaks in COD Mobile, undoubtedly. I mean, there was a time they buffed this thing and everybody was running the Koshka, and life was good because it was a lot more fun to use this than the exact same snipers we'd all been using since the game came out. Hence why you haven't seen them on the list yet. The Koshka, though, super fun to use, pretty good ADS time overall, and a decent sized magazine to compete with all these other bolt action snipers that are very popular. So it deserves to be higher in some people's regards, but I think this is a good spot once you see what's coming up here in the future. In what metas this has had has been mostly MP and like kind of irrelevant BR, if we're being honest. 6, the HDR, really good in BR. I've probably used it the most in BR of all of these snipers, but it's also good in MP because this thing does not get hit markers. It does not believe in hit markers. I don't know why that is, but it's coming from Modern Warfare 2019 and it didn't really get hit markers in that game either. So the HDR, super strong sniper rifle, and you can make it ADS relatively fast in this game simply by putting on all the ADS attachments. So I really love the HDR. It is my favorite sniper rifle in COD Mobile right now, and has been since it came into the game. Very good, easy to use, and if you need a sniper rifle to just get you a kill, right? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to ADS fast. You're going to be hard scoping anyway. This is your baby right here. But It does have that BR side, which helps me put it up a little bit higher over some of the sniper rifles you see below it, simply because it's not completely irrelevant.
Hello.
Coming in at number 5, we have the SVD entering the top 5. I mean, dude, when this thing came into the game, bro, it was spammed by everybody. Do you remember when this thing came into the game and you tried to play Terminal Search and Destroy, and it was like you couldn't move around the map because everybody was just sitting here pre-aiming with this stupid ass gun? Yeah, absolutely hated this meta. Still hate this gun. I wouldn't suggest anybody use it because I don't like playing against it. So SVD, very good for spamming. Not so good in BR, but it's just harder to use, generally speaking. But it does come in at number 5. Number 4, the Tundra. I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't this be higher? Yeah, it could be higher, but my problem here with these top 5, this gun just hasn't been in the game long enough to deserve that higher spot, right? It's been in the game. It's been really good, if not the best sniper rifle in the game since it arrived. And that's just not enough for me to warrant putting it higher, right? When I'm thinking about this list and what are the best sniper rifles in COD Mobile history, you got to think back, like what were metas before? How often have these other guns been metas? How long were they the meta? Were they meta in MP and BR? Whereas this one, I feel like in BR it's not as good. Like it kind of falls behind a lot of snipers in BR. But in MP, it's awesome. So I got to give it its props where it's due. And over time, I could definitely see this moving up the rankings into 3, 2, and maybe 1 one day, but probably not. That way, the Tundra, I think, hailing from Cold War, it was awesome in Cold War. It's awesome in COD Mobile and deserves that spot. Number 3, the Arctic 50. I know what you're thinking. The Arctic 50, man. What do you mean? This thing's kind of whack. Like it's kind of been pooped for a while. No, it has not. You're sleeping on the Arctic 50, right? Recently, since they brought in the Modern Warfare attachment system to the game, the Arctic 50 kind of took a hit with that system. Before that, the Arctic 50 was spammed by everybody, bro. This was the super spammy sniper rifle. Like before the SVD, we had the Arctic 50. When this game came out, we had the Arctic 50. You know what I mean? If you wanted to deal with hackers back in Season 1, would you whip out the Arctic 50? And it deserves that spot. Number 2, though, we all know what it is. The Locust. It has been the second best sniper rifle in this game for the entire time it's been in this game. I feel like it's just kind of like living in the shadows of our number 1 here. And for good reason. But it is a very good sniper rifle. Aims on sight super fast. Came from Black Ops 3 on console. Super fun to use. And a very good feeling sniper rifle. Not to mention it's got some really good legendary variants that have like a really nice appeal to them. And overall, this has just been a very solid sniper rifle in COD Mobile. But coming in at the number 1 spot, could it have been anything else? It's the GOAT 33, also known as the DLQ. I don't think anybody should have any problems with this being number 1. A, it's been in the game since launch. B, it's been the best sniper rifle really in the game for like the first, 3.5 years of this game's life cycle. Maybe more. Like it was by far and away the best one in the first year of the life cycle. And it pretty much has held its own for like the entire time. This thing is just, it can do everything. MP, BR, zombies, doesn't matter where you put it. It's awesome. It's always been awesome. It'll always be awesome. That being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed me ranking every sniper rifle in COD Mobile. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to. And let me know what I got wrong. I'm out. Peace.